Welcome back to Action Trailers Tutorials. Today's tutorial is going to be our Wolverine all-aluminum trailers. Now behind me you're going to see two different models. You're going to see a deck over and a low profile series. And today we're going to talk about to see which trailer fits the best for your application. Because there's not necessarily one that's better than the other, but you want to have the right trailer for what you're hauling. Now let's talk about the facts here. These are an aluminum trailer, so they're a lighter weight trailer that's going to allow more strength with less weight and overall give you better performance down the road. And that's really important when you're choosing a trailer. You look at trailers in the industry and there's a lot of them are steel, and the issue is you have to constantly repaint them. With these aluminum trailers, you're going to spend a little bit more up front, but at the end of the day, you're going to get a trailer that's going to be more efficient for your business. It's going to cost you less without having to necessarily paint it every few years, and overall, it's going to give you a better resale value once the time comes you sell it. So that's a really important fact to point out on these aluminum trailers. Now these trailers come in 5-ton and 7-ton models. You can even get triple axles, which we got a couple triple axles behind, which give you a 21,000 pound gross vehicle weight. Now let's talk about the trailers here. Let's start with the deck over. So the deck over trailer, why would you want a deck over trailer? Well, to start, to maximize the width of the full deck, because depending on whether you're going to be loading, let's say forking things on and off with skids, you have access to both sides, there's no fenders. Overall, you're maximizing the deck width by having an 8'1" deck. So if you have a wider piece of equipment, that's when you'd require a deck over trailer. Now the clearance, it's about 36 inches high off the ground. So you're gonna get obviously lots of clearance there as well, which also makes it nice depending on where you're using the trailer. The frame, as soon as you're going to these larger frames, which this is a triple axle, you're getting an 8-inch frame on top of the main frame on the tongue. So it's offering you really a 16-inch frame on here. So a 16-inch thick frame, which is a very stout foundation, and that's what you need obviously for a trailer that's rated for this kind of weight payload capacity here. Now being all aluminum, we also give you aluminum wheels. So the nice thing is we're getting an aluminum trailer. You want something that's gonna look good and it's gonna last. Like anything you buy, obviously you wanna appreciate. You spend obviously a lot of money onto your equipment and business and you want it to last. So that's why we upgrade to aluminum wheels with aluminum trailer right off the bat. And oh, by the way, spare tire brackets are standard on both our deck overs and low profile trailers, as well as galvanized axles underneath. Tie downs, you're gonna notice there's tons of tie downs. Every 3 to 4 feet, there's gonna be tie downs in these trailers, and they're bolted down through the wood, through the frame, to give you, again, the most strength for that. Notice on all the deck overs, you're gonna automatically get stake pockets and a rub rail all down the sides of the trailer. So you have about a 1/4-inch aluminum rub rail with stake pockets for additional tie downs. The back here, you can have a 4-foot beaver tail. So this 4-foot beaver tail slants down, allows it a lot easier to load equipment on and off. And notice how it's extruded aluminum. So extruded aluminum beaver tail rather than just the wood, to give you, again, that extra traction. These trailers typically come with pull-out ramps, which are about a 7-foot ramp. This is shown with the optional stand-up ramps, which a lot of people like and prefer on these models, that they slide and adjust. And there's also on the back here, this is gonna be for a stabilizer, so it stabilizes it. So again, when you're loading a piece of equipment up, the weight's coming off the beaver tail, off the front coupler. So again, these are kind of the reasons why you'd want a deck over trailer for loading wider equipment, for loading things on and off with skids. It just makes it easier. Now, the next option we offer is our lower profile model. Now, these trailers, benefits are that's lower to the center of gravity to the ground. You're gonna notice that's gonna be easier to get on and off your equipment. And on these larger models, we even have a step on the very back here behind the fender. Ramps are gonna be the same pull-out ramps, or they're located in the front depending on the model, but they're a 7-foot ramp, or you can have the optional stand-up ramps as shown over there on that deck over. You're automatically gonna get stabilizer jacks on the back of these too, so you pull the pin, drops them down. Obviously you wanna take the weight off the back of the ramps and the front coupler. Tie downs every 3 to 4 feet, same way. Decking's all pressure-treated decking on all these trailers. These triaxle models are using the same frame, 8-inch frame on the tongue, 8-inch main frame, so it's stacked up your 16 inches. On the 7-ton series, you're gonna be a 7-inch frame, so stacked up your 14 inches. So again, strong frame. Between the wheel wells, they're gonna be 7 feet wide. So that's something that, again, most trailers in this industry, the 7-foot wide are really only 80 or 82. This is a full 84 inches between the wheel wells, which is really nice. Aluminum wheels are gonna come standard on all these trailers as well. And then the benefits, again, loading skid steers, mini X's, smaller bobcats and smaller equipment. That's what's nice about these ones. Lower center of gravity. It's got a 2-foot dovetail, same as the deck over, just the deck over is 4 foot, this one's 2 foot, obviously just because of the height ratio. The deck height is about 29 inches, so you're looking at about a 7-inch difference between the two models, between 36 and 29 inches there for the deck height. But hopefully now it gives you kind of a better understanding of both trailers are going to be able to carry what you need. They're both stout and robust. They're going to have the payload capacities. They're going to have the longevity. It just comes down to the factor of what you're using the trailer for and what's the best application, obviously, for you to use. And that's why either you go maximize the width or you go a little bit lower there on the deck height, but either way, you're going to get a trailer that lasts. Buying an aluminum trailer is going to give you the overall best efficiency for your business, the most money you're obviously going to be able to retain by not having to keep on repainting it, and you'll be able to find out more specs and information on actiontrailers.ca. There's videos online. You can even purchase the trailer online, or better yet, come by the dealership. But we really appreciate you tuning into today's tutorial and keeping an open mind in your next trailer purchase.